All right, let's do a rundown. Man. Let's just do a quick rundown, right?
So Drake is over here.
Nah, fuck Drake. I'm off of Drake. My rundown. My rundown is who do you got and why. So, 50 versus Jim Jones boxing match.
Against Jim Jones?
Yeah, I don't want to. Don't go into detail. I just want to do a rundown.
the Prince.
You're a dick.
Yo, he wrote for 50? Everybody.
50. Why? Just a quick why. Cause my man Jim Jones been in the gym. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't seen 50 training lately, and it's almost like the Mayweather effect.
You ain't gotta train to get your ass beat.
Great. It's almost like the Mayweather effect. Well, I just want to see 50 get knocked out because I don't really rock with 50 too hard. That's my
50.
why.
I'm kind of down with that 50 choice.
Oh, I follow 50 on Instagram. I think he's funny as hell.
Yeah, his Instagram is hilarious.
No. I think he's funny as hell. Don't get me wrong, but he's one of the
Jim Jones.
But Jim Jones been training, man. Jim Jones is a street nigga. Don't sleep on Jim Jones. Okay. All right. Kevin versus
Fat Joe?
Katt. Go off of that.
Midget.
Kevin versus Katt.
Midget battle.
So and on not money wise, I want to go. Who's funnier?
Oh, funnier?
Not fighting. Fuck that.
Oh,
I'm talking on this.
Say.
No, I'm going to a different. I'm telling you, do a rundown. So who's funnier?
I think Kevin has better jokes, but I think Katt is.
Yeah, it's like so many different. It's categories of comedy. You can't just.
Yeah, I think. There's
when was the last Kevin Hart? When was the last Kevin Hart stand up that was funny to you?
I haven't even watched them all. He has
a lot, but like
no one watches them all.
I've seen them all.
I think
crazy.
I think Katt's persona is funnier. Like his whole.
Yeah.
His whole
I
persona
listened
is
to Katt Williams' mixtape when he was a diplomat,
and it was fire.
Pam.
It was fire, but I can attest to that. But I'm talking like one. It's the effect of, and I hate to say this, when people get too rich, man, they don't be funny anymore because they don't relate to what we think is funny and what we joke about, and then like it. So to
Dave Chappelle.
So yes, but Dave Chappelle is a mastermind of. And you know,
but he's still rich and funny.
You've been to his live shows, but Dave Chappelle just got really rich. Think about the Netflix deal. He was rich, but he just got.
Man, word on it. Dave Chappelle once did over at the local laugh stop for 5 hours.
Thank you.
And it was
how much were those tickets?
It was $75. I didn't pay for it. Thank you, James.
That's great.
And let me just tell you. Oh, Sheila Jackson Lee was even in attendance
yesterday, bro.
Man, if Sheila Jackson Lee was there, you know it was a good time, son. There was no cameras, but she made her way there to give him a plaque.
So
dude's funny.
So what's funny is we're talking. Are we talking joke funny? Or are we talking fire in the background? Deborah's like story funny, and that's how I feel like Kevin Hart is story funny, but without his antics and his extra shit. If he sit up here and try to tell us jokes, like I'm not gonna laugh. But Dave could sit up here and tell us the fucking punchline to the joke, tell a whole story for an hour, and at the end of that fucking show, and have you laughing.
Yeah,
genius.
But I mean,
genius.
Kevin Hart.
So you can't say that Kevin Hart won't have no one laughing just because he don't have you laughing.
No, Kevin Hart is probably sure.
Madea has people laughing, and I don't think Madea is fucking trash.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't say or nay just because of your personal like.
This shit's trash.
You got fans, fam. Like
you watch Madea movies.
Who gives a fuck? The point is you have fans. Like who cares? You keep saying like, do you like this?
Do you watch Madea movies?
You like this? Do you watch it? That has nothing to do with it. How many people have watched the Madea?
Well, because I'm saying like that shit's not funny to me
Tyler
either.
Perry's a rich man. Like you can't say
that shit's not funny to me either.
But that's opinion based, bro. Right. Like a lot of people say you can't rap simply because you haven't sold a lot. Then a lot of people say you can't rap because you're much. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't say someone who doesn't have a fan base is not
50 bars. Can you take Joe?
Can I take Joe? No, I actually like Joe, and I got Joe.
What that got to do with you? Take him or not?
Like Joe Budden.
Remy Ma, you pussy.
Joe Budden went against the Wu-Tang Clan, bro.
I respect that. And I lyrically, man, like there's some people. Kendrick lyrically is actually dope, right? J. Cole lyrically is actually dope. I don't like any of their voices. And we'll talk about that on a different podcast on another day. We'll talk about rap voices and the influence that they actually have on music, right?
Y'all need to tune in. That's what it's telling you.
Yes, y'all do need to tune in. So I want to end it on my Chris Root rant, and
all right,
and then we'll go to the last segment.
Moment?
Chris
Root. Yeah. What is Root Chris or Root Chris? One of them fucking fancy ass places. It's a fancy ass place, man. Okay, so it's me and my wife last Thursday, a week ago. So we're rolling. We're going to fucking Root Chris. Roots Chris, as a matter of fact, with the S on the end of that stupid shit. But so we're rolling up there, man. So I put on one of my tight shirts, you know, like I'm wearing today, extra fucking medium. Mm-hmm. I have one pair of Jordans. For some reason, I felt like it's Jordan night, right?
That's because you're
like,
black.
I don't even like Jordans.
No, you were dressing up.
I know, but yes, great.
If I could fit into a pair of Jordans, I would.
Yeah, your feet are fucking huge. But so we're going to Root Chris, right?
Yeah.
So we pull up, we get there. There's nowhere to park. I'm like, damn, you got a valet? Like they forcing you to valet. I have no cash, so now I got to go to Walgreens, go get the cash. Boom, come back. Boom. So I valet. I just want to paint a picture. I valet. I go into Root Chris. The ambiance is beautiful.
Yeah.
The chick's like, oh, we got a 7:30. She sits us down about 7:40. She's busy on her phone.
Yeah.
We're at a table, man. It's for
What night was this?
Thursday.
Ooh.
Last Thursday.
Ooh.
It was actually pretty quiet, considering.
Okay.
These people forgot about us, bro. Like, me and my wife were talking. We're going through our little shit. I looked down, and it was like 8:22.
Have you ever waited tables?
No. Let me tell you.
No, because I worked over at Chuck E. Cheese, and I know.
So you would forget about this is. You know how much.
You
know how much a fucking steak costs,
bro. It's humans are humans, man.
But you know how much a steak costs.
I don't know. How much did a steak cost?
It was $47, and it didn't come with a potato. It didn't come with a potato or fucking vegetables.
Wait.
Just the $47 for the fucking steak.
Was that your steak?
Nigga, this is for a fucking New York strip that costs $14 for 2 at HEB. So, mind you, like I know this because I cook. We cook, right?
They had the garlic butter.
Fuck out of here. But the bread man comes. The water man comes. Like, I don't have a waitress. I get another round of bread. Like, before I even...
Man, they were trying to fill you up.
So we...
Did you order an appetizer?
Finally, after an hour, we raised our hand like, hey, we've been sitting here for an hour.
Wow.
Yes.
Man, y'all were legit on best behavior.
So yes. Like, I really was... When we were kind of having a conversation to where we actually got so spun in our conversation that we forgot what time it was. So...
Did the lady do her hair?
Yeah, all that fancy.
Y'all were full on
all that fancy. She dressed up. I actually dressed down. So I was actually considering that was I being ignored because I came in here with the tight bloody red shirt with the Jordans on.
You think you're the only man that ever got ignored though?
Man, I'm not.
Possibly not. But you know how much this shit cost. So we're gonna get to the point of this, right?
Okay. Right.
So.
Because I'm going to come with black guy, Uncle Phil.
So the waiter comes over finally after my wife calls him. The chick that was on her phone, I'm going to take you full circle because the chick that was on the phone at that restaurant, she's supposed to slide him a card to let him know that's your table. My man never got the card, so it wasn't his fault. And you're right. And this is where we're going to go deeper into that because the manager comes over. She's like, oh, you guys want a drink? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll take a beer.
I want your damn drink.
I'll
take your Maker's Mark. No ice.
See, I should have.
2 glasses.
You're absolutely right, and I should have went for the gusto, but I went with an IPA, whatever the hell they had, because that's my thing.
I got you.
So the wife goes with her wine, gets a nice full cup. She's like, okay, would you guys like appetizers? I'll give you appetizers and desserts.
No, I want that.
Now, if I really wanted to pull the card out, I would have went with the free food, right? All the way across the board. The reason why I didn't is because I had a $50 gift card. My wife had a $50 gift card. And I would have been an asshole to get free food, and I'm already getting free food, right? So that's the reason why I didn't pull out I need to see your manager's manager and go through that bag, right? I was the humble bag, and, I was like, okay, cool. So at the end of the day, the guy gave us great service after finding all of that out. So the bill comes, right? $125. I got $100 credit. I'm like, you know what?
Wait. $45.
25. 120. Yes, but we didn't. We ordered the $94. The $94 fucking porterhouse.
Oh,
so we decided to split the porterhouse for 2.
Y'all on a diet?
No, it's a great selection. It was way more meat because it was 40 ounces.
Is that what you said? Pause.
No, I didn't get no pussy that night. But anyway,
that's why you really mad. That's the point of the rent, right there.
No, but so it was a 40. So if you look at it was $94 for a 40 ounce ribeye. I'm not right, porterhouse, or you get a 12 ounce ribeye. So Nick, I know how to do math, right?
Yeah,
so 40 ounces, even two.
Did you
is
tip
20
properly, or did you perpetuate the stereotype? Tell me, brother. Did you perpetuate?
This is the point of the rant.
No, that's not the point of the rant.
This is the point of the rant.
The point of the rant is, and I'm going to get to the point of the rant because it's actually an interesting topic, right? It is, right? So I went ahead and no, it is because my total bill was $25 after I spent $100, right?
I got you.
So I'm actually on Facebook. He is an asshole. He's trying to troll me right now. We're actually you're a fucking super dick. I'm on Facebook and I'm telling Patty, I'm like, well, my bill is probably only gonna be $20, which was $25. Woo. So he said tip 40. And I was like, for what though? Like in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck am I tipping for? I was ignored for an hour, right?
Can I tell you something?
No, let me. Because that's the reason why they got. That's the reason why they got anything out of me is because I know I had the gift card, but they didn't fucking know I had a gift card.
No, as far as you had the gift card, bro. You had the Jordans on. All right, so mistake number one.
Ruth Chris had a meme. Never argue with a gift card.
Mistake number one of being the black man who goes out to a fancy restaurant. Wear the Jordans because they know that you have dressed up. And this is not your usual
I never wear them.
Yo, bro.
I usually go with the IT Dad 3s, bro. Like, I usually...
all days to come out with the I'm picking up my kids number 3 or 7s and the fedora and the tight shirt.
Yeah, that's how I usually... Yes.
Shorts.
That's the swag that I...
Because they would have been like, oh, hey, how are you doing?
Okay.
But this is what happened, and this is where you went wrong, sir. And I'm gonna mess up your whole entire support structure on this one. As a man who has been married for so many years, the fact that you got to pick out your own outfit for date night was mistake number one.
Yeah.
Because one, you're not dressing up for yourself. You're dressing up for that moment. You're trying to have just good enough evening to where the mood does not change and you can go, hey man, do you mind if I huff and puff and sweat on you a little bit before you go to sleep uncomfortable?
I did Google.
And then what always happens is, because you did not dress up for her and give her complete control, not only did you get a porterhouse that you had to split instead of 2 porterhouses for free, which you could have kept both gift cards.
That's where he was going with this.
Fat boy dream.
That's what he was going with this.
Veritable bliss.
Yes, but okay.
You decided to wear your Jordans and come out with not 1 but 2 gift cards blazing.
Yeah.
Blazing?
And go, yo man, y'all forgot about me. I need some free stuff because I feel like I have been disgruntled and disheartened right now.
Okay.
And so you want me to believe that as the man who did not think to bring up the 10 or the 5 or the 2 spot for the valet, you were that prepared.
I wasn't thinking that I had to pay for valet. I thought there was going to be some way to park for free. That's number one. Number two is yes, it was, and now I know better.
Yeah, you know.
Number two is why nobody knew how I came in there and what I was paying with. Like regardless of the jokes and funny shit, they didn't know that, right? Yeah, and at the end of the day, I still end up tipping the guy $15, bro. Woo. That I didn't. It's not a big tip.
No. It's the fact that you did shit.
It would have been more. But here's my question out of all seriousness is, do you tip when you get bad service? Because my wife is looking at me like, don't fucking tip. And she sent the email out. She sent the permit Patty, the barbecue Becky. Yeah. She sent the fucking email out, nigga. The one that was like, I'm disappointed in your service and 911. Like, yes, man. Like so and then to be criticized, and maybe sometimes that's why I may wear the Jordans more. because I like for you to criticize me, thinking that I'm a nigga that don't tip. I go to the bar, bro, and I'm tipping them 5s and 10s every time I buy 2 beers.
Can I tell you something?
I'm ever since I got this white credit, like I move different, man. Like I'm just telling you, I'm facts, bro. Like I move differently. Like but I understand people only making $2 an hour, and if I give them 10, they just made 12. So if you gave them 10, then it just made 22. I understand that. Like I understand the trickle down effect more than any other person. But do you? I want to go across the room though. Do you tip when you get bad service?
Was it his bad? You said it wasn't his fault though.
Okay.
You said it was old girl fault who didn't pass in the thing.
So you're talking about at least dropping down the 20 spot. Because the 15 was I'm giving you something. Even though I don't have to give you shit.
Yes.
The 20 spot is, yo man, I appreciate it. 20 plus means, yo man, I understand you having to tip out and shit like that. I'm gonna chunk you dues.
Okay. Because
I got that white credit, right?
Yes.
See, I think, and Pat, I want to hear what you gotta say. I want to hear what you gotta say. Because I think that you're a gracious man. You might do the right thing, but for me, let me tell you how I'll never be put in that position.
Okay.
I've been married so long to where when the bill comes, I don't even reach for it. My wife knows what we pay, what we give, and as an ex-waitress, she always says we tip well.
Yes.
I like for them to think that I'm Jay-Z, because in Malaysia, that shit felt good. And in America, they just go, what's he doing with the white woman?
Yeah.
So, I enjoy it. But
no, definitely.
In the end, definitely. Man, I would have dropped down, considering that I had straight up gifts.
Even if you had the gift cards, what are you putting down?
Potatoes?
I got asparagus and she got a mashed potato because we had they gave us complimentary entrees, appetizers. I'm sorry, appetizers.
How far did we really go? Like,
so I had crab cake. She had they hooked us up, bro. They gave us. She had a shrimp.
Are we boycotting?
No, because they called my wife, and if they order us for free dinner, we're going back again, or they give us free dinner again.
All right, so I'll to be continued my thing.
We're going back again. My rant.
If you get a
my rant isn't really
get spread eagles.
They made up for it. Don't get me wrong, they made up for it, but my rant isn't really about that. My rant is really about would I had been in the wrong to tip, and what would have been the right? What would you tip?
Well, normally when I go out, I start off with 20%.
Yeah.
At the bill.
Okay.
At the bill.
Okay.
And if they start fucking up, I deduct. If they're fucking excellent, I do 25.
Okay.
Now is that from the drinking days of having out tips?
Drinking, I tip too much.
Yeah.
Because it's a different.
No, let the man get in the shit.
It is.
I feel
so
you.
like when I go out to eat, like I always start off at 20%.
Okay.
So if they throw the lemons in the water, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Don't put your dirty ass lemons in my water.
Yeah. To the side.
Stuff like that. Like that deducts a little bit. But I rarely go under 10%.
Okay.
Like
so is it like you start off with a moment like that half-baked Dave Chappelle date where he starts off with $10 and then like you keep on getting deducted as it goes?
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Yeah, kind of. But I do it like.
See, I'm a terrible tipper. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm that guy who goes, oh, we're going to have delivery? Oh, free delivery? Oh, $5? I got to tip you $5?
Yeah.
The
5 is just a genuine tip, man. Like, I feel like
pizza delivery,
yeah.
I mean, I hear you. I'm telling you, I don't, because I'm a horrible tipper. Because I'm always like, damn, dude, that just made that whole pizza $18 or $20, and it's like, like when you think about that,
but it's cheaper than you going in and getting it yourself, though.
True,
absolutely.
Or making it,
and you do have to add that into
that. I have yet to make a good pizza.
That's my only. That was my weekly rant when it comes down to that, man. We'll wrap it up.
So in the end, do you really feel like your appearance mattered? Because everybody said, all right.
Okay.
I bet you Lil Wayne walked in with that same.
That's great because they'll know that's Lil Wayne. But because it's Daryl Wayne, which is my real name, because it's Daryl Wayne, and I walk in and I don't have that prestige behind me. I actually second guessed myself on the way there. I said, "Babe, do I need a jacket or a collar shirt?" She said, "No, I don't think so." I said, "Look it up." Look it up. They're like business casual, no athletes, no this, no that, no t-shirts, no this, no like she went down this whole list of stuff, and I was like, well, damn.
You put that.
I hope I can get it.
World,
I was like, I hope I can get, because I googled the restaurant and I was like, damn, everybody got on like shirts and ties and they looked really nice, and I was like, damn, I got stuff like that at home, but I didn't think that I need that to eat.
I would have been like, man, I'm Daryl Wayne, illegitimate child of Bruce Wayne.
I just didn't feel like I needed.
Sausage King of Chicago.
Friday night, you probably shouldn't have wore the Jordans, but Thursday, I don't see you.
On the Thursday, no.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, they called my wife this morning. She's probably gonna call back tomorrow.
Can you?
And it's gonna be the manager. And I guarantee you right now, they're gonna offer us free dinner, man.
Can you? We're gonna podcast with the story of how you're Pert, since you just decided to give everybody your names.
The story why I was Pert. Oh, it's when I was.
Told me that.
Yeah, when I was a little bitty kid, man, like a little baby. Actually, my nephew Deucey, what we call her, she used to always say, "Oh, you're so purty, you're so purty," and it just stuck. And I dropped the Y because people always call me Dirty Purty, which I didn't appreciate until I was older.
You a mid-30 motherfucker still over here asking boys to call you Purty.
No, it's just
That's like me asking you.
Don't call me fucking Purty then. but on a serious note, man. You know, I don't know if any of y'all seen what happened to XX, like the video of the actual murder on tape, I should say what it was. I don't know if I had a chance to see that, man, but it was kind of sad because, and I don't like this a long topic, I just want to hit on it real quick, but it was kind of sad because it's like you put in these situations, man, where, you know, a lot of these kids, their life is taken for nothing out here, man, and I honestly don't know why. If somebody runs up on you at times, it's easy to say, give it up, give it up, give it up. But the right thing to do at those particular points in times is to just come up off of whatever the hell people are trying to get out of you, man, and just pass it on. Because you can't hit the reset button. There is no Super Nintendo of life. You know, matter of fact, life is like regular Nintendo. When the shit's over with, it's over with. There, you can't pause it. You can't save the game. Like, there is no extra life. You know, when Mario falls in a little hole 3 times, man, unless you know that code. But, you know, like I said, out of all seriousness, man, that was like some hard stuff to watch. You know, my son is a big fan of his. Got him tatted on the chest, got his hair like him. And he actually took that pretty hard, man. So, you know, when it comes down to that stuff like that, man, we need to make better conscious decisions out here as people. And I won't even say black, white. I'm just talking as people. You know, we need to love each other. We need to respect each other. And I'm gonna let my dude D talk, man, because, you know, he lost somebody in the last couple weeks, man, that you know, that was special to him. And, you know, I actually wanted to dedicate this podcast to him, and just as being a creator himself. I never met him, but great guy on social media, funny as hell. Like, he actually has a lot of friends that are really funny that we should probably feature sometimes. But besides that, man, I just want him to speak, you know, on his remembrance and, you know, just say a couple words, man.
Yeah, man, just R.I.P. to my boy Perfek Storm, a.k.a. Mr. Dominic Davis, man. Yeah, just a good dude, man. Lost a senseless crime, man, gun violence. I mean, no more words to say, man. I mean, the man was at work, you know what I mean? Just, like, who thinks about that, you know?
Right.
And, you know what I mean? Just one thing I know is, like, when you, like, sitting here talking to somebody and then the next day you can't talk to them no more, it really kind of makes you, like, you know what I mean? Like think about your life differently.
Right.
You know, like, trying to value pretty much, you know what I mean? Like, taught me to, if I can just see my boy one day and not no more, like, yeah, you need to start valuing your life, like, every day. Like,
right.
You know, like, no more, don't sleep on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you never know when's the last time you ever get a chance.
Right. And take chances, man. Take chances because, you know, it's through tragedies that a lot of times we realize our own self-worth and our own value and the mark that we can leave behind, or even the imprint that we can leave behind on others, man. And, you know, I just think, you know, and thank God for everybody in this room right now. These are actually all of my friends that, you know, I feel blessed right now to even have a podcast and to have people we can have, you know, discussions with. And we're going to do it like that, man. Till next week. Like I say, thank you for tuning in to the Planet Pert podcast. Trey, anything?
She has powers.
Man.
You got to teach us about you got to teach us about that Pornhub. you got to teach us about that. Pat, anything?
Next week.
Next week.
Man, next week, y'all.
All right, man. We love y'all, man. And like I said, man, God bless. Good night.